We're gonna give folks a minute to get in the place to be. You digs? Word up. Am I looking into the door shit?
In hospital and promised no mercy. 800-630-8900. That's 800-630-8900.
Sure enough. Sure enough. Sure enough. Yeah. Can you dig it? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna give y'all a minute to get in the crib. Can you dig it? Yes. Y'all come on in the room. Yeah, come on in and let's fellowship. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, very interesting topic tonight. Or this afternoon. Forgot what I wrote. Forgot what I wrote, man. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, I want to welcome you to the Facts Over Feelings podcast. I am your host, the Iceman, chilling on a Saturday after it was hot. About 3 or 4 days ago, then it just Wednesday the temperature is did a nosedive. So that's crazy, huh? Yeah. So if you live in, I don't know if those of you who live in Chicago, I think y'all got rain. That rain that's big old storm barely missed us, man. And when they hit Missouri and all them people, man, that went right past. So all we got was some bad rain every now and then, but it didn't progress to anything worse than that. You dig what I'm saying to you? But anyway, we know you could be anywhere else, but you are here, and we appreciate you. Okay, want to welcome those folks who we haven't seen in a minute. Y'all come on through. Yeah, I know y'all doing things while you listening. That's cool, but sometimes you're gonna have to check in, or it's probably gonna disconnect you if you're not doing something on there. So make sure that you interact, hit the chat, write something in the chat, you know, to let the system know that you're still right there in front of in front of the camera. Because if it don't detect you, then it'll start doing that kind of stuff. So because I keep track of who's hitting the like button and all that kind of goofy stuff. Yeah. But anyway, uh I had to do this. I was gonna do it last night, but then I was like, Friday night, I probably won't get the kind of, you know, I probably won't get the numbers. Although I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the numbers right now because most people are out in the streets, which I don't blame because it's hot. Northeast, southeast is hot. Okay, it's hot. It's probably hot down there in Texas too, but it's humid because y'all got a whole bunch of rain. Anyway, so I was I was compelled when I saw that debate and the residual damage that it did. I was just like, it's sad that we have to tell these people that this is the guy who was your president all along. And I've been telling y'all that either the cabinet is running the country or some shadow folks are running the country. He sure did. He just handed the election to Trump when he did that. Cause see, they thought if they had everything on their side, no, because people what they wanted to risk was hoping that somebody wouldn't laugh. People wouldn't start laughing because they're going to be so uncomfortable watching this old man deteriorate as they sit there. He's sitting there with his mouth open and he's yeah, okay. Gonna be like, what? This dude running the country? I don't believe that. So now people, they wheels are turning. Now they're horrified. I say that in all seriousness. They are horrified because now they got to admit everything we've been telling them for the past 5 years. Don't vote for this. Don't put that dude in there. You better off with letting Trump stay in there. Them Negroes wouldn't listen. Did y'all? I said, this dude is, I said, if you think Trump is garbage, or Trump's a racist, I said, dude, you better go on YouTube and look at all the speeches that Biden made where he slipped up and said nigger on the Senate floor. Oh, man, come on, man. But they think so many black folks think like they used to think on the plantation. I can't make my own mind up because I want to. If I do this, Massa, he gonna let me in, and I show him that I'm willing to sell myself out. He'll let me in, and that's their thinking. If I vote Democrat, I'm gonna be better off than you Negroes. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Ain't that sick? See, that's the sickness of some black Americans is a lot of us got that mentality that We don't like to admit we black when it's totally obvious. And you do everything and you do everything lockstep with the Democratic Party, and then you keep getting the same results. Either no results or horrible results. Either way, it's bad. And for you to keep voting that way based on some legislation that you probably have none of your relatives have ever even took a peep at, you understand how where all this minority people of color talk come from. They read that, white folks read that, say, how can we circumvent? How can we take this same legislation that we helped get passed that we really didn't want to do, but they had us over a barrel on some stuff. They had dirt on it. When George H.W. Bush was a congressman, he was saying he ain't voting for the civil rights thing, and then LBJ, sent a, sent word that mm, that well, well, he said, well, we gonna reveal your extracurricular activities. And that's how I got George H.W. Bush and some other Republicans to vote yes on the civil rights bill, whatever. Yep, that's the truth. Sure is. Ain't that a trip? That's horse trading for your ass, ain't it? Anyway, we I was gonna say remember when Biden's cognitive performance really start falling off a cliff, and the economy was just in the toilet. Then it might, the only way it comes up is through the drain and not new clean water out the faucet. You had a backed up sewer while he was in everything that started looking like a backed up sewer, didn't it? I'm thinking like a plumber. What you think gonna happen? They got free reign to tear this country up, and they think because they passed homo marriage and some other degenerate uh, uh, folks, that that makes it. I mean, come on, man. That's not how we think. Not for real. Not real black folks. Not black folks that got it on the ball. You digs? But peep this. Dig if you will. Now, I didn't look at the whole. I didn't look at the whole debate. Okay, I didn't have to, because the cringe worthy 10 minutes that I watched was, I was like, oh my God, how can y'all put him up there? I was like, man, that's elder abuse. It was, I mean, a lot of these, Biden lovers and Biden sexuals and DNC flunkies and sycophants, these folks saw what we saw. They saw you. We saw what each other saw. Okay, whether it was in Technicolor and on a Samsung, or it was on a some Wutai, a brand that was made in somewhere near Hong Kong or something. You got one of them. You saw what we saw. That man, but he got outboxed. Like, and the thing is, Trump ran circles around him. Talking about he had a bad night. That's not a bad night. That's a beat down. That's a no. That's a Tyson beat down. That's a within 30 seconds you laying down, looking at the sky. That's what kind of fight that was. One of those Mike Tyson originals where you pay all that money, pay per view, have a watch party, and the damn fight be over in a minute. Boy, that boy Tyson used to piss people off with that. Man, I done bought all this liquor. You know how black folks is. You know white folks is. They done bought all that liquor. They got the widescreen TV in the garage, thinking they really big pimping. That's what people in California do. That is so tacky. I remember one time this dude said, "Hey man, go to my house and watch the Super Bowl." I went over there, man. He had one of the floor model Curtis Mathis TV. I was like, "What the hell?" Was watching on this big ass, old ass TV. Man, this TV had to be 25 years old. I said, "Come on, player." I was so pissed off. It was start getting cold out there. We all out there in the kind of like in the driveway going toward the den. I'm like, man, this Negro. I'm like, bruh, what's the haps? Oh man, I was salty. I was salty. Word up. But anyway, Biden talking about he was telling the truth. He was the only one up there telling the truth. Really, dog? Really, dog? Come on, dog. He said he's the only one telling the truth. When has Biden ever told the truth? Biden has ruined more black families than any general during the Civil War or any plantation boss. Hell out of here. Oh, now he the Negro friend, he the Negro whisperer. I hate when they start talking that Negro whisperer stuff. Yeah, well, I know the Negro. That kind of mentality. I know the Negro. I know it's to pick my daddy cotton. No, man, come on, man. That ain't how they getting down. But anyway, your boy, Joe ain't all there Biden. Well, if ever a one-legged man won an ass-kicking contest, Biden won. Let me tell you how he won. He won because what their strategy was, they didn't have anything new to say. They didn't have anything new to say other than Trump's a racist, Trump's this, Trump's that. And when Trump kept, counterpunching with, well, you're the one that authored the 1994 crime bill and a couple of other ones that directly affected black men, women and children, putting people talking about 7-year minimums. You just get so it was like no matter what, if you had a certain amount, you had to do 7 straight years. Now, granted, it was going to be in a federal lockup, but still, who wants to be in prison? I don't. So it's abstract what I'm saying because they thought they didn't have anything new to say. All it was the same old jabs, and Trump was ready for that. Y'all notice that? Because he knew exactly what he was going to say. You're racist, this, that, and that. And every time Trump give him an example why we see him as a racist. Okay? Now I know what you're thinking. You know, the pop can't tell the kettle who's the blackest. I know that. But it makes it interesting nonetheless. Now, what people have to understand, people knew that this man's faculties were taking a nosedive in the media. I blame them, but I equally blame the people, his handlers, his wife. I think she's got addicted to that power and having access to power and being able to push people around, tell people what to do. People at her beck and call, having to deal with her bullshit, and then looking at her husband, you know, being, pretty much not doing nothing but just sitting there all day. Hell, he could be sitting there looking at a wall for all he know. He's sitting up there. Just looking crazy. You don't have no dude like that out there as the leader of the free world. What the hell is wrong with you? But that's all the DNC. If look, man, Jamal Bowman just got knocked the hell out for his primary. Okay? A lot of these folks, they ain't get and I'm gonna tell you something, man. All the stuff they giving to illegal aliens up here, that done turn sour up here. This state is probably about to turn. This our state has already been turning. It's already turned purple already because they sick and tired of the governor here. They giving these old illegal aliens free everything. I had to go off on somebody at the VA last week over their lies. That's all them people do is lie. So I be telling people, man, the VA don't just, hand stuff to us. They make you jump through hoops. Yep, they sure do. After you done got your ass shot off. You gotta sit up there and prove some jive ass who's sitting up making 80,000 a year off your back. I don't appreciate that. Sometimes I tell them I don't appreciate it. Some of them I'd have made them come to tears. I, I care about my job. I'm like, nah, no, you don't. Going to the the black how the black man feel Bible or how the black man feel dictionary says definition. The brother's dealing with some spiritual hand-me-down pain. Can you dig it? And it's generation. Can you dig it? I don't expect you to. Now take your ass on. Now get on like you're being spit on. Can you dig it? Now look at him. Did you see how slow he was walking down the stairs to get down? His wife had to help him. I wonder if it was the Viagra that did that to him, because he jumped off that cliff real sharply, didn't he? He went. He didn't even get no altitude. He just hit the ground. Okay, he had no altitude. It was like somebody that big as Jordan trying to slam dunk, and he ain't got no lift with his legs. He ended up hitting the net and hurting his little old self. Can you dig it? All right, everybody, come on, we're gonna wake up. Can you dig it? All right. So everybody that voted, I ain't gonna say everybody. A lot of people that voted are not happy with us taking a victory lap in clowning them that this was going to happen and that we were going to be worse off under Biden's racism than Trump's racism. Trump Trump was going after MS-13. He was putting federal charges on these dudes. Man, he was going after all the Mexicans, like MA, all of them, Mexican mafia. They was forming task force, they was rolling all up and through East LA homes. A whole bunch of task force between, you know, LA County Sheriff, LAPD, FBI, ATF, DEA, and they got millions of dollars to spend. Okay. Now with Biden, not only did he give Asians some phony protections that he should have gave to us, because we the ones who are at risk here physically, at the least verbally, but we don't deserve that either. Okay. And I told somebody not too long ago that my experiences as a black man ain't the same as yours as a white woman, and you shouldn't expect it to. And I said they give all the job to the Caucasian people, and black folks, they might let you hang around as long as you kiss their ass on a temporary basis. But you as soon as you sneeze, they gonna get you out of there. Okay. Yet you could send your white friend in there who ain't got half the experience you got, and they get offered after 3 weeks they get offered a permanent job. See, this is what look, people. When I This is not about finger pointing, because finger pointing, yeah. Is there some people? Is there some folks that are salty about this stuff? Yeah, we all should be salty that we keep getting attacked, our children keep getting shot, and nobody goes to jail. Not even the fake Charles Bronson wannabe uh, white vigilante that thought that a young black boy tried to jack him just because he went to the wrong house. That's hella crazy. No, you had hell on your mind, and you were trying to give somebody else some hell that looked like me. That's what was on your mind, cat daddy. You was just an old school white supremacist. Probably got a car. He probably a car carrier. Hell out of here. We gotta think with our heads, man, not with our hearts. That's see, we always looking for some white savior. Obama pissed us off because he was black, but he didn't do shit for us. He did more for the people he was throwing out the country than he did for us. And he was supposed to be the first black, you know, that could be debated whether he was the first black president because again, that can be debated 50 ways till Sunday. Okay. Yeah, that can be debated. Anyway, I had a book that talked about that. Anyway, we we are always looking for this savior, this white savior. And this white savior, even though, let me get back to Obama. Obama didn't work out. And then when some of his commentary, him and the ex former first lady's comments after his retirement, a lot of black folks started, you know, they started looking at him side eye. Let me just leave it at that. They started looking at him side eye. They was like, damn, I thought you was down for us. Nah, this dude started talking like a damn Republican. And a lot of black folks, especially younger black folks, like under 50, it was like, wait a minute, hold it. This we put you in the driver's seat of a $500,000 Lamborghini, and you just driving off like nothing. Everything is everything. Wait a minute here, homie. You got to pay tribute because if we was white folks, he knows that there would have been a major price he would have had to pay, and we do know what that is. But the other is ruining his presidency, like they did with Clinton. Impeaching him. They did him just like they did Trump. You did. Anyway, so what we have to understand about what we got to understand about we do not understand the power we have collectively. We spend all of it. This is, you know, it's not funny that we spend 97% of that $1.3 trillion that we our GDP for every year. We give that to everybody else. Everybody lives off 100% of theirs, and they live off 97% of ours. That's why people, it used to be, if you went back even to the speakeasy days, a lot of Jews with money or so-called left-leaning, white supremacists, usually in the Northeast, tri-state area. And what they would do is they would have what they call Negro clubs. And these Negro clubs, that's where the party was at. You know that, and I know that. I could tell I could tell you some clubs that in this is South Central LA. I ain't been in them. I've driven by them, ducking, because I seem like every weekend somebody done got killed up there. There's this raggedy ass club called the Player's Choice. There be niggas in there taking their gun out. Hey, nigga, come function, nigga. Thank God I wasn't in there with them niggas. The club that I slang schlong in was further down the street. Okay. I used to tear them little hood rats up. They didn't have a chance. Yeah. Nah, but anyway, man. Black folks have gotten fooled again. And I say that with pure piss and vinegar toward you. You digs? Because you guys put that monster in the White House voting for him. Y'all said we was fools. Y'all said we were traitors. We didn't vote for Trump. None of us voted for Trump. We just didn't vote for Joe Biden. But you did. Because you think that gets you closer to being accepted, even if it means shitting on your own men. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Because y'all know I'm about to testify. You digs? So what's happening is that the people who have the real power, not the president, not the Congress. I'm talking about people that they take instructions from. And you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, we have to understand that we are changing the balance of history, but we're still not waking up to the power that we have. It doesn't make sense to have all that power. Yeah, we got a lot of people out of governorships that thought they had the black vote. We got a few mayors out of the mix. The problem is the only people running were Democrats. So it's either one Democrat over the other Democrat. I'm glad they got that white guy over city of Houston. He look like he gonna take care of business. Cause my frat brother, there was a lot of complaints about old Uncle Sly. Okay, can you dig it? Anyway, booty. Anyway, this dude made the worst kind of fool out of the typical Biden sexual vote. He made them look like he made them look like big fool. Okay? Remember your grandma said, you one of them big fools. Oh, your auntie said that to you. You think I won't spank you up in here, boy? Oh, you one of them big fools. Anyway, they know that Biden made that the lies they were telling and the loops of Biden, looking like he's being coherent, and they the media is running their hustle, and they're taking that same loop. And what's he wearing today? Oh, he's got a blue suit with a red tie. Okay, we ain't really paying attention to detail. And people went down there thinking they would sticking their finger in the eye of people like you and me, who we knew his track record of racism. This man done sat up here and created a new index on NASDAQ with the private prison industrial complex, a brand new cottage industry, betting on warehouse and niggas. If you support that, can I get a whoop whoop? I feel sorry if you do. I thought you better than that. You digs? Can I get everybody to hit the like button, please? If you want to get notified on this channel, the Mad Voodoo Man channel, you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. If you like what you're hearing, can you dig it? And hit it, and if you will, hit us on the Cash App if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. Oh man. All right, getting back to the get down. Um, what we saw Thursday night was elder abuse. Is his wife that greedy that she gotta, because all the wardrobe stuff they get, they keep all that. They know, who would want it? Who would? And we talking about this is Chanel and Hermes and all that stuff. Gucci, Fiorucci. So everybody can see how incompetent, and then the things that they are really concentrating on, which is what? Homosexuality, and turning the whole country homo whatever, and making you know making all men in general, but specifically black men, be bussy friendly and bussy adjacent. Okay, you're gonna see all kind of novels coming out called "He Shared His Bussy." Okay, homos all around the world gonna be like, man, it's such a love story. He's not just my piano teacher; he's my lover. Let me stop clowning, man. Let me stop clowning. All right, y'all. Look, man. Um, that was it. It didn't. It showed you how reckless the Democratic Party was. That they would try to run a lie, and then try to run in football an end around to the speedy receiver, and then he runs back this way. The play's going the blocking's going this way, hoping he can hit one of these holes and turn it upfield. You did. But anyway, They deserve, I told you so. They deserve, y'all, I told you so about that dude. I told you he was worse than Trump. At least with Trump, Trump was going after everybody else but us. He left us alone. And when it comes to reparations, how much you want to bet Donald Trump will sit down with us before or and after he becomes president? I'm not saying he would do anything, but at least he would sit down and take it seriously, as long as they didn't put him to sleep. Okay. But all the finger pointing and the gimmicks of the, canceling the student loan, and it's already been ruled unconstitutional. As soon as you get out of office, a billion and one federal lawsuits are going to get filed in court suing about that very situation. Okay. This man is incompetent. He was let freedom ring. Who's eating pumpkin pie? Who's making pumpkin pie? Oh, that was him. I mean, it was worse than I thought it was gonna be. And then but you know who really is really fretting right now? The DNC. Because at the end of the day, them, his wife, his family, they're the ones that keep pushing him out there like it's weekend at Bernie's. That's on them. Okay. I mean, as boring as Biden is, he probably won't pop if once he get a book deal, ain't nobody gonna want to read it. He's a horrible president, especially when you sit there and and compare him to what's going on right now with the guy that lied to you and told you everything was everything. He came in and ruined the economy. Yet he said he when he came in, it was messed up. He's lying. You know he's lying. But he's like a little monkey. Trump lying. Come on, man. And see, now people are looking like, damn, man, this is what I thought. What man, I thought this, but I just couldn't think independently. And then he was insulting me, and nah, bro, I ain't insult you. Your conscience is not has nothing to do with insulting you. Your conscience is something that's supposed to regulate you, being a good person versus a bad person. You hear what I'm saying? That's sad, man. It was not. I mean, I look for all kind of stuff just to get my clown on. Okay, I'm a clown. Okay. Oh, I'd have clowned it. Okay, I'd have fell asleep out here. Let me tell you something. The DNC is humiliated. I guarantee they won't put out another dumbass campaign like "Get Your Booty to the Polls" or "No vote, no vucking." I dare them to put some more of that filth out there. Some fruity ass nigga dancing around some damn Daisy Dukes. Okay. See, that's what they love. That's what they want. That's why if you look at any of them horrible love and hip hop shows, all they got on there is beastly looking black women, especially with Atlanta. Atlanta, when they first started, they was some decent looking chicks. But now look at 'em. They are horrible looking. You diggeronis? Anyway, this guy could not have had uh that kind of cognitive decline the way it in these not even 4 years that this man been in office. He had to be that way even when, because think about how much they just threw him out there. I told y'all they were gonna get him because uh the hill the Clinton brand is tainted. Don't nobody want Secretary Kankles as no damn leader. I thank God no the brothers decided they was gonna sit that one out. It's like, I ain't we some super predators. I noticed that Trump threw that out there at Biden. You hear that? I tuned in, I guess, at a pretty good time. Can you dig it? Anyway, I was like, man, this is some interesting shit. You got papers like the New York Post, uh, uh, the Times, all these big billion-dollar operations saying, Mr. Biden, you need to step aside and let a real pimp get it going, get his glide. Okay? Okay? Instead of letting this idiot make a fool out of our country. These are world leaders calling behind Biden's back. Other prime ministers, other presidents calling and talking to each other. Did y'all see this old motherfucker? Like, did you see how he didn't know where he was? I was like, that's why I was wondering why was his wife over here at some shindig and he way over there in France. He need a nursemaid 20. See, they know he need. See, this is why they a lot of times they would not put no. They would not want no cameras over there because they knew that cameras would show how he's stiff as a Ken doll. A real Ken doll, a real little ass, Mattel doll. He walked like he got a full baby diaper. He walked like that. It's hilarious. This dude, I'm like, this is the dude y'all voted for. I told y'all, man. Folks got that attitude, man. Like, man, when people, silence is golden to me. Nobody on social media said, "Damn, Ice, you wrong." Nobody. And I always get, especially these old church Negroes, to come by and say, Ugh, have mercy on your soul. Something, just, yeah, they got to get the I hate black men, the gurgle and the phlegm and and they got to get their face all toe up, and look like Prince used to do when he used to really got good to him doing a guitar solo. Uh-huh. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, that kind of stuff would happen. Okay. So people feel foolish. And they feel foolish because other black folk warned. That's something that really gets to black folks. If a white person told them, they would be Yaza Maza. Thank you, I love you. I'm so glad you gave me the heads up, man. Good looking out. They just so thankful. White person ain't done shit. Okay? But if a black person told them that, hey, this is gonna happen if you put this piece of doggy do in the White House. And when it happened, now it's like, I told you so. I've been waiting this long to tell you. I told you so. I told you you don't weigh whose racism is worse because neither one of these guys are going to be anybody you pick. It'll be who the DNC or the RNC picks. And if they don't, because they can't starve Trump of money because he got his own money. He's going to probably end up spending 100 and some million anyway, just as a tax write off. He's going to be able to write off a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, Joe Biden made a lot of big fools out of a lot of people. And a lot of people are like, ooh, damn, I rolled in the saddle for this dude. And he made me look like a fool. I did some research on him, and just like my man is right, his race. He said, he said at least with Donald Trump's racism was more nationalism. That's where that America First stuff comes from. That's why I say you can be about something, and a white person can be about something, and y'all have totally different reasons, and it be one meaning to you and one meaning to them. It'd be totally different. That's why I tell black folks you need to know what these flags mean. That you see them at these rallies. Yeah, all of them ain't gonna have that weight and that putrid, past of the Confederate flag. But there's some other flags that are just as racially offensive. It's just a lot of us don't know what they are. I took a picture of one, and I think I put it on my Facebook page. Yeah, about like Adam Waffam. Uh they got um chapters all over the world. Okay, but they work like independent cells. Like that dude down there in Missouri City, Texas, south of Houston, that Mexican dude that he pledged his allegiance to a chapter of Adam Waffen online, and that's why he went up in his high school and killed about 10 or 12 people, and then he killed himself. A lot of folks forgot about that case. See, I don't forget about cases like that because I know something about if I don't understand something about it then 10 years ago or whatever time, when I'm looking at how when I've done my research on white supremacy, it's a lot. You got to dig past name calling, spick, nigger, cracker, devil, this, that, and the third. That's name calling. That's not racism. Racism is one group, white supremacies, white supremacists, being able to dominate and restrict your people based on race. I hate black people. See how that works? That's racism. It's having the ability to oppress you or everybody at some capacity. See, this is what pisses off a lot of Asians. They'll sit out there and try to rub shoulders with Honky McGee and start calling black people niggers and getting their ass whooped, like just like the days we used to say, hey, you Cambodian booty scratching. Okay. And hey, hey, I guess we're gonna have to go back to them days. You digs? Anyway, so so donors are pissed that they gave the DNC millions. They gave his campaign millions. They gave whatever PAC is funding, where they could really dump money into, shadow money. That's where all them foreign checks be coming in at. They only bust the president or vice president or former vice president that they don't like, but they liked Biden till Biden made everybody that ever voted Democrat feel like, how can a one-legged man kick a two-legged man's ass in an ass kicking contest? Joe Biden did it. Okay, that must have been how he won. And I'm being facetious, but I'm just trying to see how crazy that sound. Looking at this fool on TV, it was beyond embarrassing. We have never ever put an incoherent commander in chief in front of a camera and he looked like that. And it's not even funny anymore. It's totally embarrassing. And it was people on podcasts. It wasn't too many people on mainstream radio or television on the morning shows. But some people were saying on their podcast that, they felt like the Biden campaign made a fool out of them. He said they definitely feel like they made a fool out of them. I mean, come on, man. All the falls, all the times he, freezes up like your boy McConnell was doing, or falling up the stairs. How you gonna fall up the damn stairs? For him falling off a bike. I mean, come on, man. This man should never have been president. And a lot of people, they know they are at that conclusion, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it that they feel the way I'm describing, that they got made a fool of, and that it probably has prompted them to say, "Hey, why am I voting Democrat? He's got a point. I ain't gonna admit it in public, but he's got a point." Because I did read a little bit of the civil rights bill, and it was people of color, minority language then. And you wonder why when they say minority business owners, they have a stage full of illegal aliens, a few ones that were born here, but might as well have snuck over here. They have maybe one African chick to represent black, and then the rest of them be Asians or some kind of Latino. But you can best believe FBA will not be represented. You digs? And that's where the problem comes in at. This is, guys, look, I know a lot of y'all might not put all this together the way I'm putting it out there. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is a very important time in history. And you, with who you talk to, how many, look, how, whether, let me tell you something. They pay attention. They might not be able to read every line. They can put an AI algorithm, real complicated algorithm, to read that and give some kind of dictation. Okay, which is like Fortran 101. You know what I'm saying? Pascal, whatever the heck. Those are some good classes to take to learn the basis for A plus plus and C plus plus. But anyway, I know that somebody that doesn't act like, and I'm not endorsing Trump, but I'm just looking at some positives. Okay. Yeah, his this bombastic personality is annoying. But look, you're not looking for a boyfriend. You're looking for a president. You don't have to. You ain't gonna do. You telling me that you loved everything about Clinton or Clinton? You gonna tell me that you loved everything about Obama? And I know you don't love too much about Mr. Ten Toes Down in the game, white supremacist, arch fiend, the old Prez. You digs? Come on, man. We gotta stop being naive and then hating on black folks who have uh, the heart to wake the masses up. Hmm, 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 hmm. All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna get up and look. Anyway, being kind in the internet age, in the social media age, ain't what it was 10 years ago. There's gonna be prices to be paid for being a bozo, even within your family. There's gonna be a price that's gonna be paid for being bozos. Not all black families function on dysfunction. They have logic in their minds and in their hearts because that's how they were raised. Can you dig? Oh, yeah, that's why. That's why I'm hearing him. That's the next door neighbor mowing his lawn. I ain't going out there. For it's probably gonna rain again. Go out there and do, try to cut grass and it's raining. I don't think so. Anyway, so it hurts to the brother that is or the sister that got some self-respect left, and they one more thing is gonna bounce them out of the dealing with the Democratic Party. They just need one more ass kicking. Let me tell you something. When people look at how much Biden fooled them and how they paraded that fool out there looking like he should be on Weekend at Bernie. And they keep saying that, you know, uh, they keep saying that, what's her name? Kamala Harris, Kamami Harris. She's a black woman, and I'm just like, she is not black, and that's starting to be a rumble online that people do not want her referred to as black. Jamaican don't mean black. Just like you say, this black folks the one who came up with jerk chicken, where you liable to have some Jamaican Chinese person try to want to whoop your ass. Am I wrong? Shit. Now peep this. You really need to you really need to wear that L on your forehead because your bad decision made it bad for all the rest of us. The economy's all screwed up. We're in two wars. We're proxies for two wars that were on the hook for billions of dollars that you're paying for. Now, when they raise taxes on you and lower taxes on rich people, then you're gonna be like, well, that's hey, ain't none of them gonna serve your needs, not without a kick in the ass. Not without kicking their ass and enforcing them. You know that. Don't look at me crazy. You know what I'm talking about. Hmm. Dig it. And here's the thing. Look, I know change is hard, but you voting for the couch ain't the same as, well, you're being forced to vote for whoever your local or congressional or gubernatorial races that are going on, city council, dog catcher, whatever. I'm gonna start seriously looking at the Republican and the Independent from now on, instead of just blindly voting Democrat. I'm starting to hear a lot of brothers and a lot of young sisters on that. The mammy class, the ones that, they benefit from those $2 welfare expansion and, SNAP benefits plans. That's them. The $2 baby mama class. I stay in the projects, so I get free child care. Man, you can see some, man, be some fine ass chicks coming in and out of there. But all they daddies is bums and street pharmacists. Damn, niggas, goddamn, god darn it. But that's the point. That's CJJ. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't want you to feel like if you don't vote for anybody, if you vote for the couch, that's what we mean by vote for the couch. What we're saying is that if you feel like doing that, and I don't want you to. What I'm saying is, I don't want people to feel like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna vote for the sorry ass, you know, Democrat, then I'm gonna vote on and I'm forced to vote on the Republican. No, that is not what I'm saying. Okay, but remember, a no vote from a no vote from you as a Democrat, registered Democrat, and you don't vote at all, or you write in something like Slick Rick, or you write in there something like, um, uh, this is Pimpin' Ken. Okay, you can write somebody in. That'd be the only vote, but unless y'all got y'all hustle together, okay, they get about 4 votes. There'll be everybody in the family. So that's just a ex, expos, ex, expedition lap, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Massa, you know who I'm talking about. They made fools out of people. Let me ask it. If you don't mind, if you please post in the chat room. If you're not comfortable, I understand, no problem. I want your true assessment. All like the mammies in your family that vote Democrat and go to church, and no matter what, they still drinking and stanking and lying and having illegitimate children. Just give me a baby. Give me a baby. If you feel the love and understand where I'm coming from on that, yeah, put a baby in the illegitimate bastard child in the chat. Let me read this shit. So, yeah, I'm not saying, but see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Republicans are an alternative, but what I'm saying is, if you don't vote, if you say I'm definitely not going to vote for Biden, look at his track record with blacks and him, creating $1 trillion indexes on Nasdaq to make money off of warehousing black men. I'm not, hell no. See, the smart black folks, they do their research. Okay? Because if this stuff is just like you would, a lot of folks, I tell a lot of people that, what's his name? Al Sharpton is a FBI informant. And they like, oh no, man, I don't believe that. You can not, but you can look it up. You can look it up. He got busted trying to sell a couple of bricks to an undercover FBI agent, narcotics dude. Okay, it ain't no secret. That's why he's on MSNBC, because he's a tool. He can be controlled. Look at the excuses that Al Sharpton had coming from between his lips the next day on his MSNBC. He made an appearance on MSNBC. He was like, well, well, I don't really, I just feel like he had a bad day. Bad day, my ass. That's how he functions every day. It's like country folks say, every day. Every day, they looking at a square in the head or a senile family member that needs some help. Okay? Or they got somebody from the state help take care of. You diggeronis? Now, I'm telling y'all, man, look, just give me an honest answer. If you don't want to, that's fine. Would you put Joe Biden behind an old ass, raggedy, rusted 72 Lincoln Continental? Or would you put him behind the wheel of a $500,000 Lamborghini Phantom something, whatever? $500,000 car. You're gonna put him behind, you gotta make a choice. One or the other. You're gonna put it behind him, you're gonna have him drive the wreck, or you're gonna have him drive the $500,000 car. I guess your silence is, your final answer. Okay. Wow. Mhm. Sure. Wow. Anyway, Joe Biden has not only has he made them look like fools. Let me ask y'all something. What was the attitude of a lot of the folks that the bootlickers that you know for the Democratic Party that's in your like little sphere of influence? Uh, how many of them were brokenhearted after finding after that debate with Trump? If you don't want to answer in the chat room, that's cool. Mm, mm, wow. Hmm. Anyway, the reason why they deserve I told you so. Everybody make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. He exposed them. See, we know who the mammies and Sambos and the coons. We know who all that. We know who them folks is, but they weren't exposed. See, the way I talk, I make them. I expose you in here, and the first thing that you do is to get away from me, which is to unfriend me. But you can't unfriend your past. See, if you can't get past this kind of stuff, you can't get to spiritual enlightenment. Okay, if you should definitely follow our sister Vicky Dillon. Uh, Big ups to her, man. She has webinars, man, that will probably blow your mind, man. I ain't talking about like out now on no sexual basis. She is attractive, but it ain't that part. She's there to do the work. Beautiful sister. Yeah. So anyway, uh it exposes them in a way where they can't hide even on social media. I always know I've rubbed somebody the wrong way is that, you know, people will, unfriend me, which is it's funny to me. It ain't, I don't care one way or the other. If people don't mean some of the people I don't even know who they are. You dig? I got rid of a whole bunch of mammies who was starting and putting little dumb stuff on the on the feed about dating white men and all this kind of crap. Like, man, get this crap off here. Come to find out, ebonymagazine.com. Give his ass no more money. Anyway, that's just, that's not even the half of it, man. This scheme, sending all this money all over the place, trying to bankrupt the damn country. You're gonna have to raise taxes on somebody to get some of that money back because we right now we're coming up short. What you gonna do? You're gonna have to make people pay. Amazon as a company didn't pay no more than what? Zero federal taxes. They just pay operating taxes in their respective county and state. That's all they pay. Talking about paying their fair share. You know, GP, you're gonna get some hand gestures that I don't think are appropriate, and I don't think are appropriate to all the other mature people, and you're not one of them. So, I normally would stoop to your level and put that work on you, but you ain't worth it. So be gone, little fly. Be gone. Anyway, here's the thing. Your boy Biden it seemed like he's only doing this so all these other people can have a job. He probably don't even care if he die in office. Knowing him, I went out like a champ. He gonna be like, I went out like a champ, homie. Ah, yeah, he gonna be like, man, I went out like a champ. He gonna be walking around like he was Muhammad Ali or something. Nah, bro, you ain't got that kind of pass, homie. That was a man. You is a punk ass white supremacist. Jackass. That's what you is. Anyway. Ah boy. Anyway, the Democrats, if they didn't lose a bunch of independents that lean more Democrat than, Republican, maybe they voted for Obama, was dissatisfied with him because he lied. And when Trump ran, they voted for Trump. But then when Trump ran against Biden, they voted for Biden. Those types uh, of independent voters. So here's the deal. After watching that pitiful display in gamesmanship, political gamesmanship, he looked like a feeble, weak old man. And I'm putting it nicely. He looked like he could definitely, and I mean definitely, he could definitely benefit from uh, finding a nice little Florida, located in Florida, a nice assisted living facility that works with memory care. That's what he needs. because he ain't. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, here's the deal. It's like this. See, see, they. See, yeah. So you gonna have me block you, homie. Don't get too mannish. I'm just saying. Don't get too mannish. It'll hurt you. Okay? Right back at you, player. Now see, here's the thing. Being embarrassed socially, politically, and knowing that these political figures have done nothing for you, that's a triple boom 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 boom. That's a triple combination. Pow 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 pow. Okay, that's a triple combination. You get all three factors in there that say you are a victim of racism, white supremacy, because you are the oppressee, not the oppressor. You dig? Boy? Anyway, a lot of guys, think that love's gonna come their way, but but sometimes with love don't love don't mean a thing to some people. You digs? Sometimes we just have to find out the hard way that love don't love nobody. I should have learned to kid myself. Can you dig it? I love all y'all, man. You're beautiful. Now, knowing that people are embarrassed on every front and they can't get away from it, because a lot of times these idiots, what they do is they tell everybody what they're that they're a Democrat, that they're a Democratic shill. Everything is Democratic shill, coon, Sambo, mammy on deck. Okay, go down to Hollywood and produce a video called uh, 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 "Get Your Booty to the Pole." Okay, no, the Democratic Party paid for that. No voting, no bucking. Got some trans. some That's some sissy man up there wearing Daisy Dukes, talking about what somebody gonna want to do. That's the first of all, I was just outraged. First of all, black men got to stop letting everybody just throw everything on you. Like every time I watch a show, it if it got a black cast, all of a sudden one of the characters start dating a tranny, and I'm sitting there like, why they keep forcing homosexuality down our throats? We don't have to take that, but can you get five Negroes, to hold hands and jump off a porch? No, it's just the way it is. But if I told you where you can go get a free sack of potatoes, you'd be like, where? And you ain't got to be Pope. You'll be trampling me trying to get in there. I just wish we'd get out of that mentality, man. Y'all, like this idiot sitting up here writing all this nonsense in here. I'm about to go ahead and block his ass. Uh, and I'm sitting there listening. I'm sitting there looking at this. I say, hey, man, your antics will only be tolerated just a little while longer. Then you're gonna disappear forever. Can you dig it? This look like this might be a little stanky broad. Goody goo goo. Really? Yeah, you ain't even American. Shut up. Shut up. You goony goo goo ass heifer. Anyway, let me lay one. Let me lay one on y'all, man. We have to understand that when we sit idly by and don't do anything, don't say anything, you're gonna sit up here and create a what is significant in black society? I'm trying to think, man. You've made it just put it this way, it's a bait and switch. Okay? You digs? And we have to go there because, as you should already know, we really need to be on code and vote for the group what's best for us. That's why people are saying hashtag vote for the couch. Because they're saying, I'm not going to vote for Trump either. And I'm not going to vote for whoever, the Chicken Little Party, or one butt cheek is larger than the other one party. Not none of that funny stuff going on. You digs? So, yeah. Can you dig it? Sucker. Pr- Prison yard. Oh my God. I'm giving you prison. Not I'm giving you prison yard knowledge. You are a fool and a half. I ain't never been to jail. I never will be in jail. That ain't a career goal of mine. Is it one of yours? Scooby Doo. Yeah. So it's one of them dealio. You dig? But you have to be told, I told you so. Because we tried to warn you that this guy is worse than the devil. We tried to tell you that having D behind his name, look, let me tell you something. All the most harmful federal legislation that has harmed black people from today going all the way back to LBJ has been authored and signed into law by Democrats from top to bottom. Okay? We told you that he wrote the 1994 crime bill and that it created a whole new cottage industry. And some of y'all said, I don't care, I don't care. Well, like, come on, player. You should care. I'm sitting there saying, damn, dude, you sometimes black men be sounding weak, sitting up there following everything the Democratic Party is doing. Well, somebody offended the Democratic Party, and here come the NAACP jumping in the way, playing interference. Hey, who insulted our rainbow brothers and sisters? Just making a fool out of us. Something happened to actually harmful happened to a young black man, a young black girl, and you can't even find this fool anywhere around. He ain't nowhere to be found. Is he? You're like, well, where did Mr. Shit Talker go? Where'd he go? You know. I don't know you, Fly. That must be another. Uh, was that another username? I don't remember you. If you do, then that's fine. Hey, I don't have prison knowledge. I don't have prison yard knowledge. I have knowledge. I ain't never been on no prison yard. So I got your prison yard right here. Swing it. Hollywood, swinging. Hollywood, that's swinging. How about that? Anyway, I don't just want to say that a lot of folks feel that Joe Biden made a fool out of him. Just that, but they drank the Kool Aid. See, the one thing about these going to church, uh, voting Democrat and talking that old, making about a fifth version of Selma, and what's the name? Okra is tied to it some kind of way. Come on, man. That's what it seemed like. Those types of Negroes are what the Democratic Party loves, because these Negroes are fake church going Negroes who is dumb enough to believe that they could wash their sins away between Sunday and Sunday. Whatever they do between Sunday and Sunday is all right. Because you're gonna come back up in here Sunday and it's gonna be, hey, we ain't gonna wash your whitest. No. Yeah. And I'm the crazy one. Anyway, well, you know what a fool looks like. I hope you don't resemble him, because you making a fool out of yourself. I mean, again, a lot of these people, they looking like, man, this nigga, this Biden dude, man, you stuck me in the back. A lot of them die. I mean, I'm talking die hard, silly old church going Negroes, typical church going Negro, still do the same thing you do in the streets. But again, they just, they just go to devotion and start crying. Feed me till I want no more. Then you do your Native American dance. You know how y'all do. Okay, and you get the Holy Ghost. Not the friendly ghost, but the Holy Ghost. And come on, man. Is that what we talking about, people? Sound like it. You know that. Y'all know that. Hey, don't look at me crazy. I seriously believe that a lot of y'all love and devotion to that old dusty, crusty, salty, cracker ass motherfucker. Decrepit motherfucker. Like he's a messiah. And they keep getting disappointed. You know, they call they be a lot of folks is starting to get clown over being, talking about, Bill Clinton was the first black president. Yeah, he might as well be. He the first black president. He's the first black president that signed the 1994 crime bill. Talking about he didn't know what he was signing. Oh, you know exactly what you were signing, because you have, I don't know how many PhDs at Harvard and Yale and Brown and all these other, Michigan State and University of Michigan and Texas. All these brilliant universities come together, and they do the research for these bills. That's why these bills be 10, 15,000 pages. Come on, man, who they fooling? But apparently, he fooled those of you who voted for him after we told you not to. Now you done sick this monster on us. See, that's why I said we don't have to be a political monolith, but damn it, we ought to have some sense. We don't owe nobody. No, we don't owe the Democratic Party anything. They have done nothing for us. And when you start, don't talk that, you know a rising tide floats all boats. I don't want to hear that crap. Is that what when the Asian got the Asian hate thing? Did was that a bone of contention when that came up? What did they mention that our African Americans are worse off than they are, and that they should get some kind of cold uh, Asiatic Africano brother award or grant so that the brothers could get something? No, they didn't share nothing with you. They didn't share that $50 million with us at all. This ain't, you know, kill whitey talk. This is not hate whitey talk or whatever. This is facts. That's why I say I always encourage people to look me up. Hey, go and do your research. See, I already know this stuff. I'm telling you, don't underestimate my genius. Okay, you dig it? Now, the reason why I'm being a little bit more serious about this is because this is an important election. We got a lot of bozos who are trying to stay in their little punk ass jobs at the White House so they ain't got to call U-Haul. Because right now they got U-Haul on standby. Okay? That's those jobs that they got, those are not permanent jobs. So they're making 120,000, and they fiance got a job making the same amount of money, if not more. They can go right out there and get a badass $1 million low end $1 million townhouse in Georgetown or somewhere like that. But it's gonna be starting at 1 million. There ain't gonna be no like, oh, it's gonna be 800,000. No, ooh, no, player. So here's the deal. Hey, JL 104, 504. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get people to migrate over to the 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 MoorishOG Speaks channel, but it's taking a minute, so I don't want them to shut this one down for me not doing nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, the way that if black men can keep leading, especially upon the reparations movement. The reparations movement is pushing hard and fast, Bogart. Okay, remember we ain't asking. We ain't asking. You digs? Oh, okay, appreciate it. So what what we got to understand is that we can now see that if we support this person or this party, it's been revealed to me that these people have done nothing for me or my people like they claim they have done even going back to JFK. JFK was a good. He was good at talking to the Negroes, but he was like, he didn't do that. He was like, they were just more friendlier with. They were friendly with Negroes, but they still who you think they are. They are who they are. Y'all saw how that went down. So think about that for a second. If we sit here and not grab this moment and keep pushing this like a bull in a china shop, this reparations thing. So you got to understand that the whole ideal of the whole entire media is to denigrate the character of the black person in general, but more so the black male. Make him feminize him, make him a homo. I don't support that. Homos don't protect the country. Who you gonna have protecting your country? Somebody that's worried about somebody's gonna be doing this, or somebody's gonna get in there and be like, "Hey man, stand back behind that yellow tape. Hold on, let me go clear this house." Kapowie! Hey nigga, you in here? Nigga. This is like Vice City. Yeah, nigga. He just got up from under the sink. Nigga. No, I'm sorry. Uh, I'm sorry. I feel bad. That's back in my wave cap wearing, questionable female stage. You dig what I'm saying to you? I ain't that brother no more. You digs? I don't want to be a player no more. And don't try to pull me back in either. Okay? Now look. Now, do you guys actually believe going back to sleep is going to be then let's dig deep. That's even a choice at this point. You dig what I'm saying to you? Can you actually go back to being socially asleep when we are out here being kicked in the ass and we got the older boomer generation talking about they want to leave things the way they are about some legislation that really helped, didn't do nothing but kick us in the ass 20 years later when they want to start talking about minority. Oh, it's going to be everybody but y'all. Oh, that means white woman, white gays, white Hispanic. Somebody on Instagram talking about I said uh that uh I said something about most especially Hispanics from south of the border want to be white. They want to be Anglo. And you should have saw responses from some of them white dudes, man. They was like, those dudes, you keep talking about your Latino brethren, that guy, that guy there, these guys right there, they're not white. I said, well, according to them, they do. And they were like, well, I don't know any the Hispanic guys I know are offended to be called white. I said, yeah, that's a lie. I said either you're lying or that's a lie. Okay. I don't know what kind of Hispanic man you've been around, especially when they get around white daddy. Oh, they get the hucklebucking too. That's why they have a thing called taco tia. Taco tia for the sellout female, and taco tio, which means Uncle Tom in Spanish. Okay. Buck, they got names for buck dancing over there too. Okay. If you guys could drop something on the cash app, that would be Swillamundo. Can you dig it? Anyway, um, blessings to you all, by the way. Um, we have to continue to be on the lookout and to be on guard to guide ourselves dealing with the Trumps and of the Bidens, the slicksters and the Harrises and the Obamas, where they sit up there and flipped on a dime on us, and all of a sudden, Reverend Wright is the devil. All of a sudden, he's not as black as he was, and as soon as he won, he's everybody's president but us. Can you dig it? And if you disagree, that's because you're at war with yourself. You're at war up here, intellectually as well, because something is wrong with you. Can you dig it, sucker? Anyway, now you have to. They say cut. Uh, you gotta cut the Trump some slack. I told y'all that as villainous as Trump it may be, I don't know the dude. I never heard nobody say he didn't run this country properly. Okay? Or they'll complain, oh well, they cut taxes on people who, they don't need no more taxes. We don't need no more corporate taxes. We need them need the IRS to oh my god. Oh wow. Fauci used AIDS drugs on black foster children. What kind of devil is that? Guys, look, do you really want to be led by the righteous? Let me get spiritual with you. You know damn good and well these people are the most hellish people that ever walked the face of the earth. And are you following them? Does it matter that you swooping and bending them corners in that new $70,000 Yukon? Yeah, you're gonna be styling and profiling. Yeah, okay, gonna be bending them corners. But at the same time, you're gonna be rolling around wrestling with the devil and not sleeping because you're trying to figure out where you're gonna get the money to pay $1,000 car note. They got 10-year car note terms out here. 10 years. I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, I can bet $1 to a donut that interest rate is between 20% and 30%. What you think? Look at Mr. Got a full baby diaper. So what here's people. Look, people, let me just say this here. Depending on who you put in the White House, does determine what direction this country goes in to a certain degree. You diggerones. And you see the extent of damage that a possible Hillary Clinton administration would have been. They would have been hell on 4 inch heels. Okay. That would have been Obama part 3. We don't need no more. We didn't need no more of him because he did nothing for us. And a lot of folks have a bug up their ass whenever I say stuff like that because they know I'm telling the truth. They know I'm telling the truth. Hey man, he ain't do shit for, but he symbolized something. And I'm like, symbolization don't put no money in. See, that's the thing that America's famous for, being symbolic. You talking about you love America, but you tell black folks you ain't got no claim to it. You ain't got no claim to reparation. Reparation is a debt, not welfare. It's a debt that our ancestors are have to be feeling gleeful that we finally got the message that they gave their lives so that you and I could at least have the white supremacists back at least far enough for me to maybe I could defend myself. He can't just run up in my house, talking about he gonna have make time with my wife or my girlfriend. He can't do that unless he want to get some of this hot leg. If he want to get some of this buckshot, oh, he can run all up in here. Shit, you run up in one of them spots in the Behan. You run up in one of them spots that they can live in Birmingham, Alabama, or you know, what else is gangster? What Behan? Atlanta's gangster. Atlanta is gangster gangster. For a southern city, it is gangster gangster. Okay? That's the one reason why I don't like. I mean, I love some of the people that live in Atlanta. I just don't love how big it is, and I just it's just man, I was going through a lot of stuff at the time, man. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Yep, Biden went mumbling Jack on stage. So, uh, you know, this is what see. People know they can't argue with Trump's record. They can't argue with his record. When he was in there, there was no wars. And when people start getting funky, them drones went up 30,000 feet and shot them damn bomb, them $4 million bombs, tearing that wherever that person was, or that compool, them people that is involved in some bullshit. Oh, that's taken care of. That's all satellite. And them dudes probably sitting somewhere, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what Air Force base they at, but you know, they sitting there. They ain't nothing go pop off like people up here talking about. "Uh, I'm thinking they was gonna be running the country if that Dingleberry's is that far gone," and I'm just like, you voted for that Dingleberry, and you love him still. You still riding for this racist ass dude. That's like it's like you. Let me tell you something. You riding for Joe Biden is like a nigga supporting having a picture of Colonel Sanders in his damn a portrait of Colonel Sanders in his room in his house. We'll be looking like, wait a minute, hold up, nigga, hold up, nigga, no, nigga, wait a minute, hold up, you got you got a picture of a saltine motherfucking crack. What is wrong with you? They deserve something. You know that. You deserve something. Hold up. Got a situation. Hold on. Got a situation. Hmm. Do something so we don't look stupid. That's what that really means.
The ballot. So I think you're going to see a lot of Democrats concerned that they could lose the Senate and it could get worse in the House. I agree with you on that. But I just don't know how you get Joe Biden. I mean, the thing that went on with Nixon is that as he was twisting slowly in the wind, which was the phrase they used at the time, very accurate, everybody took shots at Nixon. And the popularity nosedived in the 20s. And Gary Goldberg and other Republicans burned up. And I think that the slave,
You digs. Pick up where I left off. Try to. We cannot have any kind of effect on the political establishment in this country if we don't work together. For far too long, we relied on everybody else to do what we should be doing. What black men are finally doing now is horrible, but it is what it is. And, you know, a lot of cats are waking up, man. They're like, hey, you're right about the Democratic Party, man. I feel like a fool, man. They feel I feel played. I'm like, yeah, it's like that sometime, player. You know, so you can first way you can, come to grips with something is realizing that you got a problem instead of sitting there and trying to play that role and trying to make people believe that you something else. And that's why I keep saying, look at it. Please look at it from that point of view. That this is a win for us, for the black media. But in order for this to be a big win for black America, period, then we got to get on code. Okay. And like I said, supporting either Democrats or Republicans, ain't neither one of them gonna come to our rescue because both of them are the reasons why we are in the situations we're in today. Both of those parties, they're equally as up to culpability. Okay, better get on out of here with that. Hey, I don't pull no punches, man. It's too late for pulling punches. We got too many soft little dudes out here who just don't have an idea what it means to lead anything. Now they know how to be cute. They know how to be cute and have it like your boy said. TVA said, the little mama's boy hair, mushroom hairstyle, and it was just funny to me. Um, he's right. These are the guys who are shooting up nightclubs and bars over somebody winking at some chick, big booty chick they want to get with. Because he did a little show there and the little honeys, they giving him nice eyeball time. Okay. So they want to get buck. The dudes, the local boneheads want to get buck buzz up. Can you dig it? And I think they think it's gonna be a rumble. Yeah, it's gonna be a rumble. Yeah. So, hey, do what you gotta do, player. righteous, righteous man, solid, righteous. But are y'all saying after you saw that abysmal performance, those of you who voted for Biden in 2020, are you still saying that's your guy? Huh? Are you still saying that? Are you still come on? Are you really still saying that that's your boy? Huh? That's our guy. That's your guy. Is it still your guy? Get between those thighs. Oh, so will I. I just want to know. Are you bumping uglies? She a mad Afro. Afro real angry. You know, like redheads. Redheads do something to me. Oh, they do something to me, babe. Thank you very much. I gotta go to Vegas, man. I just don't like going when it's hot, like the way it is now, 110, all that. Oh, I've been there. Ooh, frying. Oh, there's just no reason to deal with that. Air conditioner don't work that good because that's real heat. Oh my God. You're trying to find a lady of the evening and can't find nobody. You can't find nobody. You really want to start singing that? Can you dig it? Now, here's the deal. You now know that it's no cost to you if either political establishment is going to do anything for Black America as a whole. Because you're going to want what you think is yours, right? If you qualify, right? Right? Your hands gonna be out there like this, like cups. Give me, dude. I'm broke. Hey, hey, the single moms, they reparation. Hey, you know what's gonna happen to them? The dude that they put all their love and trust in, the dude that take the EBT card. It, you know, they go once they fall in love with this guy, they can't believe that he would take the cheerings, wiki, which is, for the little dickies. And then, I heard he got the EBT card, one of the little, the little password, you dig? I ain't in on that, man. I'm just trying to let you know, man. Okay, you dig it? I'm just trying to be fair, you dig? What the hell? Stinking asses. Let's do it. Just got to eat grits. Oh, God, you did suck. it's a song about dermatology. Why y'all roasting me, man? Come on. I ain't even gonna address you because why would you would think I would do something like that? People don't work out. Oh, that might be important. Damn. That's a shit. So I'm gonna take a little break down. Anyway, what's happening? What's happening out there? Looks like we're running low. Can you dig it? Can you dig it, man? Okay. So, um, it is, if you don't want to lead, it's important in who leads you. Does that make sense? It says a lot about you because that's your proxy. You're not supposed to just vote for somebody and not expect anything from them. That's why you don't reelect them, because they didn't do what you wanted them to do. That's what smart voters do. Now you got some, silly ass people like dumbass Sharp then talking about that's telling people to, you know, that's a definite vote for Donald Trump. I was like, so what? It doesn't matter. When Trump, see, that's why people see. This is what messes the Democratic Party up right now, because they trying to pass this fear mongering marketing campaign that ain't working. I might add. Anyway, they were on there talking about what did it say? Uh we got to be more proactive than that, than just saying, okay, I'm gonna vote for this guy because grandma voted for him, his daddy, and we got to stop doing that. Our vote is not automatic to anybody, and if we don't have anybody we want from the grassroots, then we don't we vote we sit this out. We sit on the sideline. Okay, we're not getting nothing for our vote, then we hold our vote close to the vest. That's what smart people do. You don't see sitting, you don't sit up there and see Asians or Latinos vote for a politician who's going to allow people to choke their family members out. Only black folks do that. I'm a snitch. Really? Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Because you don't know me, I don't know you, and we're gonna keep it that way unless you want some static, which I know you don't want that kind of static. I do not play. You digs? Love you. Fuck you up. Better understand me, boy. Don't make me have to jack you up. Sucker. Pissy butt boy. I'm like pissy butt ass losers. I slapped the shit out of one of them. Y'all better wake up. All right. You wanna take your titties out? Oh, I don't know if I go. Some of them will tell. Some of them they weak. They just they flesh just weak. Weak as a honey bun. Just weak. Just just feminine, whatever you would call it. Just it don't even work. Their bones are brittle too, just like a little old hoe. Just it's just like that. Just want to let you know, ladies. Thank you. Now dig it. Now let me holler at y'all, man. Now, do you really think that you could stop fighting just because Trump's going to be in there and his focus is going to be on Latino gangs and them pouring over the border and getting free citizenship. Okay, that's his thing. And he, I don't get that impression. What the impression I get is, you know, they pretend they don't. That ain't an issue. Remember, the top three black issues is abortion, voting rights, and no boogers in your nose. Oh no, that's not. Is it the wrong? No, that ain't the right one. Uh, y'all really want me to share that with y'all? Okay, you guys, it's rather bad. It's scrappy, but we gotta change our crappy ways into good ways. Can you dig it? All right. Now, remember, when these people they go to the state capitol, city hall, wherever they go, county supervisors, who legislative people, you're sending them people to do the bidding from your district. So their politics must reflect that. If she is just doing for everybody, but she's doing for the retail lobby, she's doing it for the hotel lobby, and you know, and you know, and then everybody want to hit the room and somebody. Doot, doot. Okay, all right, come on. Look, we cannot run from the fact that President Biden was really bad at being bad. Nobody backed him up. He was just able to do whatever he wanted to do because he had both chambers of Congress and pretty much had a rubber check, blank check to write on. We're taking care of all the government, uh, the, the government operations over there. Come on, man. Ain't nobody paying for hours. I'm quite sure the people that run the city that I reside in would, well, yeah, anyway. I just feel like they would, um, they wouldn't have to go through nothing like that. They'd be well trained young men and women's. I don't. I haven't had no problem out of them. I've been here for years. So anyway, what I think is important is that if you're not going to lead, who are you going to have lead for you? Are you happy with anybody just because they have a D behind their name? I'm not saying that you're a bad person one way or the other, but I'm just posing a question to you. Does that? How does that make you? What does that make you look like if your character is wishy washy like that? You're all over the place. We can't nail you down to anything. Everybody associated with you is going to start to stink, as they should. Please pay attention, because you got to ask yourself, if America, and I'm talking about all the whole, because agriculture is a multi-trillion-dollar uh, worldwide operation. So let's just quit just oh, you're gonna get your money. If you don't get your money in cattle or sheep or whatever, you're gonna get your money in real estate, selling land. Especially if you got acres and acres and acres of land. So this is what I'm trying to get y'all to see, that we have to demand that we have somebody that represents the grassroots, where we come from. Where this brother come from? He come from St. Louis. Where he come from? Okay, he come from East St. Louis. Oh, I know he ghetto now. Oh, he from Illinois side. Oh yeah, he ghetto. I heard that train bridge just broke down across it. I think that's I-70, something I-72 or I-70. Oh, raggedy ass fucking bridges. Anyway, um, we gotta look at stuff, not just how it's gonna affect you. How's it gonna affect your kids, your grandkids? That's something you don't think about, but you should. I mean, it's kind of wacky to me why it is that we think that voting for one or the other party solves the problem. It doesn't, because the Republicans are gonna they're not gonna respect us. They'll half-ass pretend to, but then once they stop being phony, it's goes back to nigga, 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 nigga. Okay, that's what's gonna go back to. Now what? You knew that already, that they was nigga, 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 the party that does that. But so is the Democratic Party. They're nigga, 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 all day, every day. And that's what the side that I have and others have been trying to expose the Democratic Party, that they are running game, that what they are doing is sinister. They're pretending to be one thing, and they're doing a bait and switch, doing something else. Don't you want to be awake? Do you want to be ripped off? I think some folks just no big deal. I just if it don't touch me, then I shouldn't have nothing to say. That's not fair, man. Because when I'm telling you, sooner or later, you're gonna get G checked. Life is the ultimate G check. Okay? Especially if you lead through your life with your chin, like some women do. When you lead through life with your chin, that ain't a good thing. That's not a good look. It ain't. Because people gonna be looking at you like you living reckless. Here's the thing. I believe that I believe that we can do more than just get together and have a good time. I mean, I love fellowshipping with black people. Love them. I love black folks. I walk up to folks and just start talking. Say, "Hey, man, how you doing, man? My name's so and so." And they at first they like kind of like kind of standoffish, but they see I'm being honest with them, they like, "Oh, okay, hey, this brother might not be a bad dude." So it was that type of situation. But the thing is we we're more than just making a party represent us when we know they don't represent us. Unions don't represent us. We're in unions, but there are what we things that if there are some things that we want specifically that make us more comfortable, it's like, well, ain't enough of y'all. It's always an excuse. Everything is hunky-fied. Okay, everything is hunky, hunky, hunky. You tired of it. Hey man, so you want to start running for union executive management, which pays a lot more than you making. See, we have to understand that the political side of politics. Okay, because if certain people don't back you running for mayor, yeah, you might be popular. You're a popular city councilman, but if certain people don't endorse you, you could lose the election. You see what I'm saying? If you got a 5 ward city, Ward 3 through 5 are Democrat, 1 and 2 are mixed independent and Democrat. You can't lose none of them. Not if it's an all Democrat ticket. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on there on the ticket is Democrat. You had them kind of races down there, up here too. But folks getting tired of them illegals up here though, because they up here hiding, they up here doing the same. Everywhere they at, they up here raising hell like they. And I ain't talking about the kind of I ain't talking about Run DMC raising hell. That's the good shit. I'm talking about this fool. Okay. Anyway, it's like this. It's like this. So it's important that you don't be controlled by being a Democrat or Republican or whatever. Okay, you can be apolitical, and it's okay. It's okay. You have the right to do that. You ain't living in the Middle East somewhere where you better bow down to that person and more and Muhammad. You did, and the Sultan. Where I was, they had a Sultan. What the hell? All these dudes, all these portraits up in there. Ah. Oh my God. So that's why I keep telling people, why do you think the Democrats are panicking live on air on MSNBC? And they had they were some in some newspapers they were showing the faces of some of the people at some of these focus groups where they pay you to $100 to watch they might have 50 people in there. They watch get you everybody gets $75, and that's so you can watch the debate. And then they ask you how would the vote a certain way. What would you based on that, would you vote? Who would you vote for? And a lot of people, just like they did for Obama, they said, I'm independent or I'm Republican light where I live at. I'm a Republican. We're in the upper Midwest, going more east to Ohio, Pittsburgh, those areas, more blue collar, but we've made a nice living. But that kind of that type of living was going the way of the dinosaur. Who are we putting in charge to make these decisions for us? That's what I'm saying. That ain't a hard question to answer. You should be able to you should know exactly the answer. Okay? Because that's important to you. Black folks. Remember I always tell you that story of who packed your parachute? The celly you were locked up with? Like, some of y'all claim you know, I'm Mr. Golly shucks. I've been in the penitentiary. I'm like, come on, man. I ain't never been no penitentiary. And those of you who barking out orders, I just ignore you. Next time, I'm just gonna block you. Okay? Love you. Hey, little punk ass. Mm, just sucker. That's what a sucker does. Going around the people's channel doing sucker shit. Sucker bitch. That's all you are. Whole ass. Want to thank everybody that came through. 504 represented. Thank you, brother. And a couple other play. Hey, my eyesight ain't really that great. That's why I got these shades on. But I see you in the house, play. Appreciate it. So who else? Who else? Who else? Who's in the house? Shit. Mr. Shaw. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah. Flower Foresight. I don't know who this person is. They stopped responding, so they apparently they was trash. They were utter trash. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. We done been on here 3 hours. I'm due for a nap, old man nap. Plus, I gotta contact some folks. All right. Anyway, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a good weekend. So you know what's happening. Um, if you guys don't mind, hit the Cash App above in the you know title section. If you don't mind. But hey, I had a good time hanging out with you guys, and you guys take care, man. I'll holler at y'all till next time. One love.